Hello, I'm Mr. Ed.
A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course.
G'day, beer lovers. It's your old mate again here, VB Ed. Well, during the week, Australia stopped to watch the annual horse race that stops the fucking nation. It's called the Melbourne Cup. It's the longest race in Australia, 2 miles long, 3.2 kilometres. And it is the greatest horse race in the world. Has a huge prize money. Horses from all over the world are entered into this race. Very prestigious. And this year, it became the disgrace that stopped the nation. And I'll tell you why.
He's VB and he lives in Perth, making super videos for all his work. His channel is great, he's a good mate with Beryl of Feral, so don't hesitate.
Now this year, 2 fucking horses died as a result of this fucking race. One horse was called Araldo, broke a leg after the race, after it got spooked by some fucking spectator who waved a fucking Australian flag in its face, and it got spooked and it hit its leg on the fence and broke the fucking leg. And the second horse, it was the favourite. It came from Japan. It was called my Rakti. And this horse dropped dead of a fucking heart attack after it was ridden to death. Yeah. Look away now if the scenes of dying animals distresses you. I'll give you a warning, there's 10 to 15 seconds of a video coming up. Yeah, you may not like it. Okay, I'll be back in a sec.
Admire Rakti in his stable and gravely ill.
Get the vet, quick!
Minutes after his biggest race, the champion stallion stumbles, then collapses. Within half an hour, word started filtering through Flemington. Admire Rakti was in desperate trouble in his stable.
Now you might argue that this is just a once-off event. No. In last year's Cup, the 2013 Melbourne Cup, a horse broke its leg, had to be destroyed. These fucking events are not once-off events. No fucking way. Last year, 125 horses died on fucking racetracks around Australia. Yep. Now, a horse racing industry is not a fucking glamorous industry that it makes itself out to be. No fucking way. Too many horses are bred each year, and 10,000 horses, ex-race horses and other horses, they find their way into the slaughter yards and they get turned into fucking dog food every year. Yeah. And most race horses, they suffer from stomach ulcers, they suffer from stress. No fucking wonder. Hate to be a fucking horse. Now, horse racing, to me, is nothing more than animal cruelty. And they are just bred for mankind's sheer entertainment, nothing else. You know, the racing industry wouldn't even fucking exist if it wasn't for the fucking gambling industry. You know, and gambling destroys the lives of, you know, how many humans each year? Yeah. Mankind needs to have a serious hard look at his fucking selfishness. Now the horse that died, my Rakti, whatever it's fucking called, died of a heart attack, as I said, and it was never going to win the fucking race. Okay, it went into this 2-mile race carrying 58.5 kilograms. And it's been over 40 years since a horse carrying that weight has even ran a fucking place in the Melbourne Cup. You know, so it never had a chance of winning. You know, and the horse actually led for most of the fucking race. Yeah, it was just whipped and whipped and whipped. But, you know, the horse had no chance of winning, and yet its fucking Japanese owners still let the horse start, didn't it? They didn't pull it out. Nah. And why do they do that? Sheer fucking greed. For no other reason. They knew they weren't going to win. Now, if the horse wasn't whipped so hard, then it probably would have pulled up earlier. You know, it would have pulled out of the race, would have stopped, wouldn't it? You know, and then it wouldn't have fucking died, okay? And I know that the racing industry is a big employer in Australia, I know that. But I don't give a fuck, okay? For those that feed off the teat of the racing industry, they feed off animals suffering, the exploitation of animals, I've got a message for you. Get a fucking real job, will yous? And for the record, it was a horse from Germany that actually won the race this year. First time the Germans have ever won. Thought you'd like to know that.
Protectionist raced away at the 100-metre mark. It's Germany's Melbourne Cup. Protectionist by 3 lengths to Red Canoe, and Protectionist bolted in the cup by 3. Red Canoe second again. Who shot the barman third and then...